So just like we did for the second day of battle in Little Round Top, we'll go ahead and start with a look at a map. Here on the map, we're looking at more or less the center of the battle. On the left side of the map, there's Confederate Avenue, which runs along Seminary Ridge, and the Virginia Memorial, which is more or less where Pickett's charge originated and represents, while not the headquarters, one of the common representations of where Lee was located, at least on day 3. More or less centered on the map is the Union lines, with both the cusp of trees that represents the high water mark, and toward the bottom of the map, the Pennsylvania Memorial that most people are going to be familiar with. And we'll go and we'll take a look at the aerial photo again and just point out where those items are in that photo as well. Back here on our aerial photo, of course, the Confederate lines on Seminary Ridge are still out of frame to the right. Looking at the Union lines, more or less down center frame, we have the cusp of trees, the high water mark. The Pennsylvania Memorial that we mentioned when we were talking about the map, that's that big square one that anyone who's actually been to Gettysburg will remember seeing. And for the eagle-eyed viewers who were paying attention to where the cannon was located in the first video that we did, it was right here next to the regular Army Memorial. Now we'll go and we'll actually look at this area in Gettysburg. Do please bear with us. It's a little bit mumbly, but it was really cold that day. This area here on Cemetery Ridge is more or less the Union center on days 2 and 3 of the battle here at Gettysburg. Day 2 saw less significant fighting here than day 3 did, simply because both General Lee and General Meade were Napoleonic tacticians. So Lee went and attacked the flank that we saw earlier at Little Round Top, and then attacked here at the center on day 3. Of course, Meade knew this, and so Meade didn't fall for the trick, and he actually pulled the 20th Maine, who we talked about down at Little Round Top, up here to the center and reinforced the center. As we look across from the Union lines here on Cemetery Ridge, in the trees on the far side, that stone monument represents the Confederate lines on Seminary Ridge. Third day of battle, one of the elements of this battle that everyone has heard of, Pickett's charge, was a last-ditch effort to break the Union lines. This grove of trees here on Cemetery Ridge represents the high water mark. This is the point of farthest advance of the Confederate troops during Pickett's charge.